Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Shweta Shikhare and we are learning cell line identification and molecules determination in this basic animal tissue culture revision part 3. So let's start. In previous lecture we have learned about cell line. So cell lines are nothing but what result of your subculturing or passaging. Next is common cell lines. So we are going to see some examples of cell lines. First, human cell lines. MCF7. This is the cell line of breast cancer. Next is HL60. This is the cell line for leukemia. Next is HEK293. This is the cell line for human embryonic kidney. It means embryonic kidney cells were stored as a HEK293 cell line. Next is HeLa cell line. It means Henriette Lacks. This is suffering from what? Cancer. So their cancerous cells are stored as a HeLa. Next, here we learn about cell lines. So now we are going to see primate cell lines. Vero, this is the one cell lines from African green monkey kidney epithelial cell. It means epithelial cells of monkey kidney were stored as a Vero. Next is COS7. This cell line for what? African green monkey kidney cells. It means kidney cells were stored as a COS7 cell line. Okay. Next, cell strain. What is meant by cell strain? A cell line is permanently established cell culture. Okay. Here it means cell lines we are storing permanently. This is the established culture, permanently established cell culture. It means that cell culture, established cell culture have the property, have the ability to proliferate forever. It means when you are changing the fresh media, you are providing the fresh media for the growth of this cell cultures that have ability to proliferate again and again continuously. It means this is the example of your continuous cell culture. Next is passaging. As I told, passaging and subculturing, these are the both same terms. The transfer of cells from one culture vessel to the another. Right? In case of subculturing, we are transferring cells from primary culture to the secondary culture. Right? So like that here only we are changing the cells from one culture vessel to the another culture vessel. It means a specific term for this passaging is subculturing, where the cells are first subdivided. It means in primary subculture already their cells are divided, okay, and more nutrient requirement is there for their growth. So we are changing the media by providing fresh culture media. So after first subdivision we are changing the media for their growth. It means we are subculturing them by changing fresh media. Understood? Next is generation number. So what is meant by this generation number? The number of doubling that the cell population has undergone. It should be observed that passage and generation numbers are not the same. Okay, so there is a difference between your passaging and generation number. As I told, passaging and subculturing, these both terms are same, but generation number and passaging, these both terms are different from each other. In passaging we are subculturing, right? But here in generation number, whichever cells are present in culture, that cells undergo cell cycle and differentiate and divide, subdivide. As I told here, primary cell culture. In primary cell culture, whichever cells are present, that cells undergo cell cycle, they get divide, subdivide in primary culture. So after that we are changing the fresh media and passaging them or subculturing them in a new freshly prepared culture medium. So these both terms are different. It is the number of your passaging or a subculturing, but this generation number is number of your cells which get divided in culture medium after subculturing and passaging. Right? Next is population doubling time. So this number of doubling, generation number and population doubling time, These are the somewhat same concept, but here the population doubling number is the estimated number of doubling that the cell population has undergo since isolation. Okay, here in generation number you can take primary cell culture, which are cells are present in primary culture, and the number of secondary cell culture. But here we are taking what? The number of cells from the isolation, first cell which have you isolated, from that to the whichever subculturing you are obtaining. So this is the population doubling time. Next is passage number. As I told, passaging and subculturing, these both terms are same. Next we are going to learn about the guidelines for the subculturing. So these are the guidelines for subculturing. We are starting, these guidelines are already framed. So this is first, acquisition of cell line. Acquisition of cell line means what? To obtain the cell lines from library. Okay, so before going to start the cell line culturing or to maintain the cell line, you have to required you required what? Proper cells for the culturing or to storing as a cell line. So this is the first requirement for our cell lines. So this is the framed, this guideline is framed to obtain the cell line from library. This is the first requirement of your cell line. Next is authentication of cell line. Authentication means what? The process which proves that cell lines are to be true or valid. Okay. Next is characterization of cell line. In that we are going to characterize the cell with their properties, with their processes. Okay. Next is cryopreservation of the cells. It means we are storing that cells. Cryopreservation, it is for what? Storing the cell lines for a longer time. Next is development of cell line. So after storing you can develop the cell lines, right? Next is instability of cell line. You have to check whether the cell line or the cells present in this cell lines are genetically stable or unstable. So you have to check the instability of this cell line. Next is legal and ethical requirements when deriving cell lines from human and animal tissue. So you have to take the legal permission, ethical permission which required for the cell lines. You can take the legal and ethical certificate from hospital also, and you can take the legal permission of patients' relatives. So that after this you can proceed for the cell line culturing of that cells. Okay. Next is microbial contamination of the cell line. So after so many passagings, so many subculturings you are performing, right? In case of a continuous cell culture, so there is a chances of what? Microbial contamination, right? So that also you have to check. Next is about misidentification of cell lines. As I told, before going to identify the correct cell line, you have to identify whether there is a misidentified cells are observing or obtaining. You have to check this. So this is misidentification of a cell line. Next is selection and maintenance of equipment. So whichever equipments you require for the cell culturing or from culturing to the cell line maintenance. Okay, all this equipment should be proper in work. So this selection and maintenance of this equipment is a necessary term in the culture. So this is the one important guideline of your cell culture. Next is what? Transfer of cell lines between the laboratories. Okay, so after maintaining this, whichever cells are stored, you can transfer these cell lines between laboratories. Okay. Next is quarantine. Quarantine means what? So basically whichever cells are contaminated, we are keeping them from apart from non-contaminated cells. Next point is misidentification of cell line, that we will see in next lecture. Till the time, quarantine yourself at home. Stay home, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you.